Farming is a way of life. A desolate land is a land thirsty of farmers. And because we know how important farmers are to every nation, that's why we reintroduce to you the Voice of the Farmers. Voice of the Farmers is a media brand that celebrates, educates, and promotes farmers with constant trainings and guide on how best to be a successful farmer. We also link farmers to the right markets to sell their produce and to the right marketers. Voice of the Farmers is active on Facebook, Instagram, and Thread at Voice of the Farmers. We are also on YouTube at Voice of the Farmers TV. For more inquiry on how to link up with Voice of the Farmers, please call 0907 872 8228 or 0706 662 8752. Voice of the Farmers. We celebrate, educate, and promote farmers.
Yes, we celebrate, we educate, and we promote farmers. Good evening, wherever you're watching us from. My name is Garuba Fizolumide. I'm the founder of Voice of the Farmer. And you know, when it comes to anything agriculture, that is what I do. And today we want to talk about something very important, something unique, something you want to learn from, because it is something that is really affecting almost all the farmers. Either you are in livestock farmers, or maybe you are in the crop sector, or you are even in the value chain aspect. So we have something that is really affecting almost all of us, and we don't really know much about it. And that is why I have an expert in-house that will be talking to us about that particular thing today. You want to know that thing? Yes, the person is at the back end, at the backstage, that will be coming on board to talk to us about what we need to know about Agric insurance. Yes, yes, you said, that is good. Or you want to know about it. What does Agric insurance entails? How can someone insure his or her farm? And what are the things you need to put in place for you to insure your farm very well? Now, these are the things we are going to be looking at today. This is going to be like an episode program. This is the first episode, which is going to take just 15 minutes or 20 minutes. But trust me, you are going to learn one or two things from this show. I'll be bringing him on board because he's at the backstage to just come and talk to us about some things we need to know when it comes to Agric insurance. Yes, Mr. Akinola is at the backstage, and now he's here with us to talk to us about what we need to know when it comes to Agric insurance. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Olumide. I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, I can. I can hear you very clearly. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. It's nice to be on your program, and my
Yes.
greetings to everyone listening to us as well. It's an honor to be part of this. I've been a follower. I'm a farmer myself, and then I've been
Hey.
a follower of what you do. And I just want to congratulate you, Mr. Olumide, for the immense work you're doing. You don't know how much you're contributing to our country with this program. It has
Mm.
impacted a lot of lives. It has impacted a lot of farmers. It has impacted everyone. I mean, along the agriculture, value chain. So I want to say congratulations to you and God bless you for everything you do. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate that very much. Thank you very much. And I want to say so sorry for delaying you, because I know you have been at the back end for a long time. So sorry. It's just for me to just try to attend to some things. So for the sake of people watching us for the first time and they are meeting you for the first time, I want you to kindly introduce yourself and how are you related to what we want to discuss today.
Oh, thank you very much. My name is Akinola Abimbola Ujo. Just like the host said earlier, I work with the Nigerian Agricultural Insurance Corporation, NAIC, popularly known as NAIC. I'm a business development executive with NAIC. I'm also a chartered insurance officer. So I've been in insurance for almost 10 years now. And this is what we do. We talk to people about insurance, we give insurance to farmers and other investors across all sectors of the economy.
Mm.
We understand how fundamental agri insurance is, so we pay extra attention to that. So I think that's just a brief summary of myself, and like I said earlier, I'm happy to be here.
Yes, thank you very much. We are also happy to have you. But I want to believe, this is not going to be the end of the show today, because we have another time to talk about something you want to talk about today, because my farmers are yet to be aware about this program. So they need to also know about this program when they want to have it, because some of them will have a lot of questions to ask you when it comes to insurance. But to start with, can you just tell us what is insurance and how is it related to agric insurance?
Um, I know we're not going to go so extensive, into this discussion today. Like you said, it's going to be an episode thing. So I use this opportunity, to call out, I mean, to call on all farmers, to join us on our next episodes. But let's go straight into the matter. Insurance is, in a layman, because whether we like it or not, agriculture in Nigeria today, is still being, practiced at the very rural level. Majority of our farmers are, people back there in the villages and the rural communities. So I don't want to speak a lot of grammar. So, in the layman's language, insurance basically is protection against your investment or protection for your investment. That is what insurance is. That is what it's about. Insurance is you purchasing, purchasing a safety net, purchasing a security for whatever it is you're doing. So if you have a car and you purchase insurance, what you're doing in essence is just that in case your car gets stolen, it has an accident, it's anything happens to it, the moment you purchase insurance, you have purchased security against all of those things. And in case any of those things happen to you, insurance comes and replace what you've lost. It comes and repair what has been damaged. That is insurance for you. So how do we relate insurance to agriculture? A lot of us, we're farming today. Many of us, to be fair, have not even heard about agricultural insurance. But basically what it is about, is protecting your farms, protecting your, because now we have Nigeria, I must comment, and this is basically, as part of contributions of people like Mr. Olumide, we're evolving in terms of agriculture. Our value, we're now keen more into the processing aspect of agriculture. We're keen into the marketing aspect of agriculture. We're adding values to our produce, the local produce now. And then, in all of these activities across these value chains, it is very important for you to protect that which you're doing. Protect the farming you're doing on the farm. Protect the transportation of the produce from the farm, to the warehouse or to the market. Protect, the produce while they are waiting to be manufactured, So you see that across all levels of agriculture now, you can have insurance, because when you plant maize, for example, for 3 months, anything can happen. Look at what is happening in the north. There is massive flood right now. A lot of farms have been, covered up by the flood, and if it is not flood, it could be pests and diseases, it can be droughts, it can be fire outbreak that will damage your farm. But the moment you purchase insurance, you have literally signed up that, okay, if anything happens to my farm, the money I've invested into that farm will not just be swept away by flood, will not be swept away by drought, swept away by pests and diseases. Insurance comes and replaces that which you've done. Of course, insurance will not come and plant your maize again for you, but the value of what you have lost, the value of what you have imputed into that work, into farming, insurance will pay you back for it, and that is why insurance is and that is how insurance is linked to agriculture, and it's also very important for our farmers.
Yes, thank you very much. I love the fact that you help us to expatiate and elucidate more about what insurance is. And you also help us to link it to agriculture. That is why we are talking about Agric insurance now. To be sincere with you, some of us that we are farmers don't really know about Agric insurance. And if we know about them, I think some of us have perception, some things about them. Probably we've had a bad experience with insurance in the past, and that is why we want you to come on board to come and tell us about what we need to know about Agric insurance. We'll just go on this short break. We'll be right back.
E pass wetin you go just break, e comot, e chop, abi you soak garri. Yes o, coconut e pass chop. Coconut na one fruit wey everything for im body plus even the shell e get important use. You sef no know ba? Na why you got to patronize TUJ coconut products. TUJ coconut products na 100% from coconut. Talk about coconut oil wey dem dey use treat arthritis, coconut oil for cooking, coconut flour, coconut chips, coconut swallow, coconut oil, cold press and hot press, plus all the coconut products wey you dey find. Our head office office dey number 12 Adebowale Caroline Street off Winner Street, Aradagun, Badagry. We also dey deliver for anywhere for inside Naija abi outside Naija. All you need to do na to call us abi chat us for this number 0806 475 4853 0806 475 4853. Abi make you follow us for all our social media pages at TUJ Coconut. TUJ Coconut products na chiamo for different better coconut products wey you dey find.
Yes, welcome back from that short break. In case you are just joining us, this is Mr. Akinola Abimbola Ojo. He's from NAIC. So that is when you're talking about agricultural insurance, he knows a lot about agricultural insurance. And that is why we bring him on board to come and talk to us about what we need to know when it comes to Agric insurance. Now, you've explained to us that if there is a need for us to protect our investments, especially when you're talking about farming, either you're a livestock farmer, you are a crop farmer, you are in another value chain, which is agriculture, you've explained to us that we need to protect it. And that is a good one, because if I get it very well, what we are saying is just protecting. So in case if anything happens, you should be able to come back to your business, and that is a good one from you. Now, we've understand this, and I think from people that are watching or people that will be watching this video later, you understand that agric insurance is also protection against, that is protecting your investment in agric space. That is one of the things that we need to do insurance. So now, what are the things, if let's say I want to insure my farm now, what are the basic things that I need to understand? Remember, I said this is going to be like episode program. So we are not going to be talking more about this thing today. We are going to be talking about some basic things. While in our next episode, we'll be talking more about how we are talking about premium, we're talking about the percentage, we're talking about other things. But today, let's assume I want to insure my farm now. What are the things I need to put in place before I can insure my farm?
Oh, thank you very much, Solomide. The first thing, for you to purchase insurance, as a farmer, the first thing you need to do is you must be in business. You must be a farmer. You must have a farm, whether it is crop farming, whether it is poultry farming, whether it is fish farming, whether it is cattle rearing or whatever. You must be in business. You must, because with farming, we must understand that farming is not just it's not what it used to be in the past. Farming is now a business. It is a business. So you must be in farming business for you to take insurance. And what I mean by business is that, like I said, you must have a poultry farm, you must have a crop farm, you must have a fish farm, you must have a cattle rearing, whatever it is you're doing, be in business. Now, the moment you do that, you are 80% good to take insurance. You're 80% good to go. The next step is, to contact an insurance company like NAIC. The moment you contact us and you tell us, oh, you express your interest in taking up insurance, we give you what to call a proposal form. The proposal form is like an account opening form. Just like when you want to open a bank account in the bank, they give you a form to fill. It's a very simple form. All it does is it asks you questions like, what is your name, or what is the name of your farm, in case you have registered your farm, with the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC. That form provides information like that. It asks the question of, what location is your farm? Where is your farm located? What type of farming are you into? Are you into livestock or crops? Whatever. That form asks that kind of a question. And then he also goes to, asks you the level of investment you're putting in your farm. How big is your farm? Is it 1 hectare, or how many birds you have on your farm? Is it 1,000 birds or 10,000 birds, or how many cattle you're rearing on your farm? That form gives that information. So the essence of that form is just for you to describe your farm. Let us have an idea of what your farm is. And then the moment you fill that form and you return to NAIC, NAIC immediately comes for an inspection on the farm. I must say here that NAIC is the only insurance company in Nigeria today that has branch offices in every state of the Federation. NAIC has a branch office in every state of the Federation. And as a matter of fact, I know we'll get to that point where we'll talk about what are we doing, to increase insurance awareness to our farmers. NAIC is even going a step forward to make sure we have offices in each local government of the Federation. just
Awesome.
so just so that this insurance, we're talking about food security now. We need to make sure we're serious about it and it gets to the farmer at the grassroots. So
Hmm,
the moment you submit the proposal form, we come immediately, regardless of where your farm is located. We come to inspect your farm. We come to see
hmm,
the kind of projects you're doing on the farm. And then the moment that is done, and the corporation are certified that you're practicing, a standard way of farming, you know, we ask you to pay premium. Mr. Lumide said earlier that in the subsequent episodes that will come, we'll talk about the terms like premiums, claims, and some terms that are used in agric insurance. We'll talk about that in subsequent, episodes. But
hmm,
the moment we inspect your farm, we ask you to pay premium. The moment you pay premium, insurance starts on your farm. Your
hmm,
project is insured. The moment you pay premium. What is premium? Premium is the amount you pay for purchasing insurance.
hmm,
Premium is the amount you pay for purchasing insurance. So the moment you pay that money, insurance starts on your farm immediately. Anything that happens to your farm from that moment, you're compensated for it immediately. Anything that happens, depending on the kind of farming you're into. So you see
hmm,
that it is a very short and a very simple way of purchasing insurance. It is not so easy. I mean, it is not so difficult, to insure your assets, to insure your farms and all of that. The problem we have is a lot of people are not aware. But we thank Mr. Olumide for this program and for what he's doing for the Nigerian farmers. This is a way of bringing awareness to farmers. It is a very simple way to purchase insurance. Very simple. You have a farm, you contact us, you express your willingness to insure your farm. We give you a form to fill. The moment you fill it, we inspect your farm, you pay premium, insurance starts. It is that simple.
hmm. Yes, thank you very much, sir, Mr. Akinola Abimbola, for at least, I love the way you are answering my question, and it's a good one. I'll be rounding up the show with something that you said now. I think it's just a question I want to ask you. Probably we are going to start from there in the next episode. You said when you pay a premium, you can get your claim instantly when anything happen. And I think my farmers will be out there saying, that is not true. That is not possible. It is not something that we have experienced before. Now, I want you to tell us, how long will it take you? Now we're talking about what is premium, what is claim, what can even make you to say you want to make a claim, what can happen to you. We'll be talking about that in our next episode. But now, how soon can one get a claim? Let's say anything happened to me on my farm. From Naik, how soon do you think? Because you are saying instantly. So how soon can someone get a claim from Naik?
All right, thank you, Mr. Olumide. What we've just spoken about is the process of purchasing, of getting insurance. You
Mm,
know, it is another topic entirely to talk of how do you get
mm,
compensated? How is
mm,
claims paid,
mm,
for the loss you've experienced on your farm? But it is also a very simple um, process. I've been in this business for almost 10 years now, and from experience, I know for a fact that the only factor that delays genuine claims, or genuine losses experienced on the farm is lack of documentation. When I started
mm,
about how you can purchase insurance, I talked about documentation. You need to fill a form. The moment you bring back that form to us and we conduct an inspection, um, insurance starts. Now for claims, the moment you have a loss on your farm, maybe because a lot of farmers are not aware. They wait for a long time. They are, the first thing they do after experiencing a loss is they first go and mourn the loss they've had. They are so hungry, they go and sit back, and they don't
mm,
notify the insurance company. Immediately there is a loss.
mm,
But you see, when you purchase insurance and a policy document is given to you, if you go through that document, it says that immediately there is a loss, you must inform the insurer, the people that insured your farm. So
mm,
the moment there is a loss on your farm, and you immediately you immediately inform NAIC, for example, NAIC would immediately come and verify that loss. Let's say the cause of loss on your crop farm is fire or drought or pest and disease. The moment you notice that, oh, I'm having a problem here with my farm, and you notify NAIC, NAIC will come back again and inspect it. The moment we verify it, we'll give you a form, you fill it, and what is also a very short form. Okay, what is the cause of your loss? What happened? Did you apply fertilizer at when do you this? The moment you do all of that, and you bring back that form to us, and we've inspected, because we inspect immediately, you notify us. The moment we inspect, within 14 days, that is within 2 weeks, claims will be paid.
Claims will be
Within
paid
14
within
days.
within 14 days. Claims will be paid.
Yes.
Okay,
Claims will be,
that's
and by
awesome.
the 14 days, the 14 days is inclusive of, the processing, the bank, you will get your claim within 10 working days. That is what it means. Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, sir, for that. I love the fact that you gave an answer to that question, and I think that is a good one from you. So someone said Nahik, but I think the spelling is wrong from him. He said Naiki, sound like Arabic language. Is it an Islamic insurance institution? No, it is not that your spelling. It is NAIC. That is Nigerian Agricultural Insurance Commission. It is a commission in Nigeria, so for agricultural insurance. So we'll talk more about it. Don't worry, we'll talk more about it. So, but thank you, Mr. Akinola Abimbola Ojo, for giving us that you said one of the things that may delay your claim is when you don't have documentation. That is lack of proper documentation now. And if you don't report on time, probably maybe you are mourning your loss and the time is going and you don't even let them know what is happening on time and they don't come for inspection, that may delay the claim or even allowing you to get anything at all. So I think we are going to be wrapping up now because we have a lot of things to discuss. So I want to believe by next week Friday again, we are going to be having this show, which is going to be episode 2, where we are going to be talking about the claim, we're going to talk about the premium, and what are the things you can insure. It is not every farming activity that you can insure, especially some cash crop. You may not be able to insure them because of their longevity. But now we'll be talking about what are the things you can insure with Agric insurance, that is NAIC now, and how do you go about it. And remember, I said that NAIC is the only insurance company that they have offices in different states, and they're also working on how to get those offices in local government as well, so that you have access to them. So that is just a good one from you, Mr. Akinola Abimbola. So I will see you at the back end. I will see you at the backstage. But I want to say a very big thank you to you for doing justice to those questions, because I know even if people are not watching now, when they watch later, you have been able to explain and elucidate more about what insurance is all about and how people can get claim. Till I come your way next time, my name is Garuba Afisolumide once again. I'll be rounding up this show now because we have a lot to do at the back end. So till I come your way next week again about another episode for Agric Insurance, I say bye-bye and God bless.
Farming is not just a job. Farming is a way of life. A desolate land is a land thirsty of farmers. And because we know